Oh, g'day scrappers. Just on my way to drop off some eWaste to my buyer today, and this is actually my second load. The first load I sent off was just junky stuff like power off. So it's just going to be interesting to see how much I've accumulated over the last probably about 4 months. And some things I turn over very quickly, like power supply boards from old TVs or anything like that, UPSs. So it's almost full, so I'll get rid of that. I don't really deal with much power boards anymore. Here I've got slot cards ready to go, just the slot cards that I don't want. Already gone through the type of slot cards that I like to keep, and the ones that just don't have any depopulation value on it. Better off just getting top dollar as a slot card. So yeah, inside I've got 4 more bins. That's all just mid-grade boards. So I thought it'd be a good time to get rid of the mid-grades, because I actually got a pretty good price this time around for a lot of my things. Also got 10 crates of hard drives here ready to go. So yeah, I'm finally getting rid of most of the hard drives. A lot of them are just the ones with the blank boards on one side. So a lot of these, yeah, I'm not going to bother scrapping. I've got heaps to scrap myself. So this is my first load of hard drives that I'm taking in, and yeah, very surprised. I've got the best price so far that I've gotten for hard drives. So yeah, so that sort of tipped me over the edge to make me want to sell them, because the money that I'm getting for them, yeah, I'm really not going to get that money back if I just scrap all these really basic ones out. The old ones, no problem, but a lot of the new ones scrapping out. I've left myself a couple of crates to have a bit of fun with. But that's it in this load. So we've got 10 crates of hard drives, 4 bins of mid-grade boards, and a bin of slot cards, and a bin of power boards. And so I'll just go and drop these off, and then I'll come back and start my next load, which you've seen all these hard motherboards. Well, the pile's gotten a lot bigger, starting on another one. So yeah, I want to get rid of these finally. And again, I got a little bit of better price quoted this time around, so I'm really happy to get rid of these motherboards now. Be interesting to see how much is here. I'm not really sure. Anyone want to guess how many kilos or pounds are in this pile of motherboards? Well, you'll find out in a few minutes time when I come back with the results. More hard drives ready to go out. That'll go out in the next load. What do we got? Laptop motherboards. So you should always get better price for laptop motherboards than you do PC motherboards. Like, look at that, all right, admittedly, these BGAs here with the silicon chips, they don't really have much for gold recovery. They're pretty crappy chips, actually. I'd rather just IC chips than these ones. But we do have a gold corner, nice one here. Look at all these tantalum capacitors. So that's why a laptop motherboard sells for more than a PC motherboard, simply because there's no rubbish on it. If I get a laptop board, you can see all this rubbish, all that plastic, all this steel here with just a few little pins in it. Really not much. And so that's why these laptop motherboards, look at that, there's no junk, there's no steel, there's no big plastic chunks. And so yeah, you should get top dollar for these. I'm not getting as good as I should. I know that there are a few other places around that I could sell to that I would get even more for these, but because I just don't want to go to different buyers for my eWaste. I just sort of like, at the moment I'm getting good price on the hard drives, so it's a balance out. Okay, he's not paying as much for laptop motherboards, but I still give it to him because I make up for better prices on these today. I've got like, what did I get? I think I got about 20% more than I expected. So that makes a real big difference. The hard drive, the motherboards, I think I got about 20 or 30 cents a kilo more. So that adds up. That's $200 to $300 a ton more. So, you know, it adds up. What else I got to? Oh yeah, just some more hard drives here, 4 more crates there. So that's it. I'll see if we can have a little look at the inside of my buyer's warehouse, and maybe there might be some interesting eWaste things to have a look at there too. Hopefully he lets me run the camera. All right, so I'll go and finish loading this van now, and we'll make a move, get rid of this, and come back with a nice empty van, and we can start again. Okay, I'm here at the buyers. Okay, let's get a start. Doesn't look like anyone. Hey, do you remember that X-ray machine that I showed you once? Well, this is almost identical. It's not the same one. And the reason why I know, I mean, obviously this one I know that came from a hospital, but this was the machine that I was looking for. This wasn't included. All there was this X-ray machine, but it's these parts that have got really good gold recovery stuff in them, but they weren't there. It was just so that's interesting. And check out these servers, right? Check out the inside of that server. Come over here, I'll show you the hard drives. Check at that. Look at all the hard drives. Unbelievable. Massive power supply units. Check at the size of this cable. Right, it's 1.5 inch thick. Unbelievable. Wish I got this server. It's over 6 foot tall, and it's just loaded with stuff. There's another one right next to it. God. Yeah, beautiful. Oh, all right, we'll have a little look because no one's around, so we can have a little look. I'll show you. See, they recycle everything. They even recycle plastic here, shredded plastic. You know, they send it off. They'll do something with it. All right, let's go and get the boys. I actually think they're all on lunch, so I could actually walk through and just have a look at all the stuff that's in here. Get these bins out. Just come over to the scales. There's one. Two so far. All right. Mid-grade boards. Normally there's people here to help me, but that's all right. Quicker I can get this done, the quicker I can come back with more. All right. Lots of mid-grade. Get rid of it. It's just junk. Getting good prices actually. the mid-grade boards actually went up by 25%. And more mid-grade boards. So they're the boards from this load. So now all I got is 10 crates of hard drives. Once we get everything off the scale, we'll be in business. But they're actually very empty today. Normally there's a lot more stuff going on. Into power. How's that? That's interesting. Yeah. What's in here? Motherboards. Bulk of bags of motherboards. Yep. Yeah, I can't really put them in bulker bags because what they do is they get a forklift to lift it up and compact the boards in. Well, there's no one around, so I'm going to keep looking. What do we got here? It's more... it's a mixture. It's got... Look at that. That's nice. Got some rams. It's a nice little board. Look at those gold fingers. Beautiful. Gee, I want that board. Just a nothing board. You know, that's just basically a mid-grade board. There's really nothing on it. That's interesting. Nice slot cards. Nice mix here. Really cool. What else? Just junk. Wow, look at all the keyboards. Hey? I mean, there's even good money just in the wire from every keyboard, but a whole big bulker bag full. Awesome. Just junk printers. I'm glad I don't have these. So here we got a pallet of PCs. So these PCs don't get scrapped. They're going to be wrapped up. Just laptops. All going. Really nice HP ones. Oh, these are... Oh, I hate these things. They're the docking stations for laptops. What's this? Projectors and junk. Wow. Probably should get out of this area. Look at these servers. Server blades. Magnificent. This is just laptop bags. And as an eWaste recycler, you pick up a lot of laptops and you also pick up a lot of bags. People give you all these bags and it's a real pain in the ass. Because you know, there's no scrap value apart from, you know, like this one's nice leather. You know, recycle the leather. But so I'm not sure what they do with the bags, but I find them real troublesome because they just take up so much space. All right, well, wow, what's that? Looks like some kind of... Okay, this is all one big battery backup, like a UPS. Wow. Wow. Making a mess here. So you got these big battery, wow, modules, and then power supply units. Very, very, very interesting. All right, I've got to get myself some of these cages to put my motherboards in. All right, I better go. I've been here for what, 10 minutes and no one's come out. I could have filled up the van with, you know, I could have put this server in there. That's all I want. Check out these. Look at these hard drives, right? All right. You know, they're the server type of hard drives, but they're awesome. You could sell these hard drives, right? I can get about $60 each for these hard drives. At least $50 each. And look at them. How many is there? 2, 4, 6, 12, 48 hard drive slots. Wow. And that wire. Wow. Look at that cable. Wow. All right, let's get it in. Wow. Now everyone's out and about. Okay, well, I'm back after all that. All right, so I've got myself 3 cages here, and that's going to start me off with to get rid of the motherboards initially, and then I'm just going to get myself probably another 4 cages to set up my new setup in the driveway. So I'll get them out and we'll get started on these motherboards. What I'll probably do is when I load up these motherboards into the cages, they're going to come and pick it up. So in that case, I'm not going to bother taking the rest of the hard drives in. I'm just going to wait until they bring their truck in. There goes another chicken. And they can just use their truck and take them all away. It's a lot easier than me having to load up my van. And I've still got these laptop motherboards to go set up. All right, I'll make a start and get rid of these cages, start filling them up. The chickens are going to start walking out. Okay, I've got 2 cages set up so far. That might be enough for the motherboards. And I'm just going to make a start now. And unfortunately, they're not going to stack so well in the cage now, but once I'm rolling and as I'm scrapping and I'm putting motherboards in, I'll be able to pack them in really tight. So I'll be able to get a lot into one cage at a time, rather than just throwing. But this is going to be the end of me having to double and actually triple handle these motherboards. You know, it's stacking them up. That's one thing. Then it's loading them into the van, and then taking them to the buyer and unloading the van. So that's 3 times I've got to handle them. You know, obviously, you know, I'm sort of stepping down a little bit from scrapping as much as I used to. I don't advertise for eWaste as much as I do, just mostly service my existing clients. But so even though I anticipate getting less eWaste than I used to, a lot less eWaste, I still will start, you know, I still will accumulate stuff like motherboards, and I also buy motherboards from smaller scrappers, so I will always accumulate boards. And so this way, you know, I'm just trying to eliminate you know, as much back-breaking work as I can. And whilst this isn't really heavy work, but if you add it all up to other things, it's just a, you know, everything is taxing on your body, on your arms, your hands, your fingers, your back, and so on. So, you know, I'm just at the stage where I've got to sort of slow down and look after my back. And, you know, I've probably got half a hernia, I reckon. And, yeah. So, but on hobby level, you know, for you know, most scrappers and including me, I'm kind of stepping back to just regular hobby level scrapping. There's a lot more fun in it, where you don't have to really focus, you know, on making money all the time. You know, sometimes I just like to tinker around, and you know, I might work all day and only make $20 worth of profit or money. And so, you know, you're not going to make a living making $20 working all day, but if you're in it for the hobby, then it's, you know, any money you make out of it is a bonus. Almost there. So I've done 1 cage, almost full, and halfway through the 2nd cage. So we'll just, we should be able to get the whole lot into 2. I don't know how many's there. I'm guessing around 500 kilos. Maybe a little bit less. But yeah, hopefully, let's see if we can get 500 kilos here. But we'll see. Okay, motherboards are all gone now. So just got another delivery of cages. So that'll tie me down now. And yeah, finally filled up the motherboards, or filled up the cages. Got 2 slightly overloaded cages here. I had to actually get another bin and just throw the last of the motherboards in. Just couldn't fit them all into 2 cages. So yeah, they're ready to go. The laptop motherboards are ready to go. I got another batch of hard drives just come in, and so I've got even more than I've expected to send away. And this box is just, I'm giving one of the guys some DVD players. still trying to get rid of them. I've only got one box left now after that, so that's good. All right, so now it's just they should be here any minute. Okay, well, I'm back, and thank goodness that's over. Got it all taken away, and I ended up, motherboards, it was 548 kilos. So I was hoping for 500, and I got 548. So that was a pretty good pile there. Hard drives, I actually sent in 686 kilos. And it was about $1,000 worth of hard drives. And what else did I send in? Just some laptops, 106 kilos, 55 LCD monitors, 79 kilos of power supplies, 686 hard drives, 54 high-grade boards. I think they were the slot cards. 548 motherboards. 223 kilos of mid-grade board, 62 kilos of low-grade, and 52 kilos of laptop boards. Finally, I can go and pay some bills now. All right, guys, well, keep scrapping, have fun, and I'll catch you next time.